What's up, Vikings? Baldar and Stev here for another edition of Virtual Registration Rally. We hope you've all been staying safe. We hope you're all practicing some social distancing. And in case you're wondering, we are here on campus and we're available to help. So if you have any questions, come on down. We're here at Delmar College, available on East Campus. We also want you to know that our fall second 8-week registration is still open through October 20th, so it's not too late to register for this semester. Also, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. We're going to be answering them throughout this entire session. To kick things off, we're going to go to our friend Brad, who's going to tell you everything you need to know about admissions. Take it away, Brad.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Thanks for being here. My name is Bradley Moore. I am with our Student Enrollment Center. I'm an outreach specialist here at Delmar College, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about admissions, how to register for classes, all that good stuff. So to start with, I want to show you a few things. One second here. All right, and while I'm doing this, I just want to make sure I mention that classes for the second 8 weeks that start on October 19th. Registration is still open for that. So make sure you sign up. I'm going to show you how to do that. So just hang tight with us here. All right, so first things I want to show you guys, for those of you who are starting from scratch, i.e. you're going to become a new student here at Delmar College, you haven't applied for admission, anything like that yet. The first thing you got to do is apply for admission to the college. We use a website called Apply Texas. You can find all the instructions on how to do that via our website, which is here, delmar.edu. So come here, just click on this link that says New Students, and it will take you to this page, and you have all your instructions. Learn more about the college, learn how to apply, and you'll see all the different links to us. You can get all our contact information here in admissions and outreach and learn how to talk to us there like that. Also, if you want, we have a really cool how-to video on how to apply for admission. If you want to know how to do the Apply Texas application, if you go to our homepage, delmar.edu, and you just scroll down just a little bit, you'll see there's this cool how-to videos icon. You click on that, takes you here. There's a series of videos to check out. One of them is filling out the Apply Texas application. So check out that short video. It'll tell you all how to do that. All right. So once you've applied for admission, one of the next big steps toward registering is figuring out how to access things here. So we use a student portal called WebDMC here at Delmar College. There's a link right at the top of our website. And if you go and click on it, it'll take you to, oh, sorry, my computer's being strange. All right, so if you click on WebDMC after you've applied for admission, about 5 or so days after you apply for admission, you're going to get an email from the college that's going to tell you, congratulations, you've been admitted to Delmar College. And it's going to list some next steps, and then you can come here to WebDMC and you can get your login information, your student ID number, your username, all that good stuff. So when you click WebDMC on the left, you'll see there's a link that says don't have a student ID or username, get them here. Click on that. It'll take you to this page where you can put in your ID number, your date of birth, and it'll give you all your login information. And there's also a how-to video right here on the top, getting your DMC ID, username, email, and password. So if you want some more in-depth instructions, check out this video. It'll tell you how to do everything. You'll be good to go. All right, so speaking of registration, of course, we have our registration help pages here. We're available virtually, but quasi in person. You're welcome to come to one of our student centers, the Harvin Center, the Coleman Center on the West Campus, and we have a walk-in help and advising area on the first and second floor of the Harvin Center, and in the Coleman Center. You can get help with all these things listed here on our registration page. We can tell you all about how to do that. So you want to have questions about classes, you will need to turn in your high school transcript or your college transcript or whatever, you are welcome to come down. Just make sure you follow the health and safety instructions listed down below. Everyone coming into the building is required to wear a mask, etc. All right, so with that, I'm going to stop talking about registration for a minute. I'm going to turn it over to Kathy Westergren, and she's going to talk a little bit about academic advising. And those individuals will help you figure out what classes to sign for.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kathy Westergren. I'm an academic advisor for the health sciences programs here at Del Mar College. But at Del Mar College, we have academic advisors no matter what major or pathway you're interested in pursuing. So what I want to tell you for a quick moment first is, what is an advisor? I kind of see myself as a go-between, a middleman or woman between you and the different various Del Mar departments. For example, I had a student recently who was wanting to know if they could drop a class. They took on too much with a new baby, and they were thinking about going ahead and dropping one of their science classes, their anatomy and physiology. And so I was able to remind the student or inform the student of the policies and procedures regarding that, and refer them, if they were receiving financial aid or veterans benefits, for example, refer them to that department first before they would then go through the proper steps to drop the class. I'm also able to tell them the rules, like many drops that they have limits of. And so these are things that you hopefully learn at other parts of the enrollment process. Like we have a new student orientation, and you learn information about the 6-drop rule, for example, in the state of Texas. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I want to show you how to find your advisor. As I mentioned, there's more than one advisor at Del Mar College. We are on a faculty advising model, but we have more and more people like me who are full-time advisors for certain programs. And then, of course, we have people in the Student Enrollment Center who are advisors for liberal arts or undecided majors. So one of the things I'll do is, when I'm anywhere on the Del Mar website, and I'll make this a little bigger, I'll go to the search box and I'll type in what I'm looking for. I'm going to type in advisors. And if you're on a smartphone, you probably would have to tap or click instead of enter. It might depend on the web browser. And then it's sometimes the first link or the second link, depending. There's a couple of pages, but there's links on both pages that refer you to the other one. So one of the pages is more phone number heavy, and that's the advising, the comprehensive list of advisors to major. And then the other one is very, very helpful in terms of giving you email addresses, especially in this era that we're all under right now. So the main challenge is you have to know a little bit where your program is, or be willing to play around with it. Like, okay, is a music major going to be in arts and sciences? Is a nursing major, oh, well, nursing's pulled out, so it's okay. I can find out who to contact for advising. Like I said, I'm in here under the Business Education and Health Sciences Division. So we have a few academic divisions at Del Mar College. All the academic majors are under. Now I have email addresses where I can reach out and ask for assistance. Okay, so what is it that I do? How do I help students? So one of the things I do is I make a point of meeting with students when I'm pre-pandemic. That meeting would often be in person, but I did do phone appointments and help students via email. Right now, I'm emailing, like if a student reaches out to me via email, they want to meet, I will offer them email advising, phone advising, or video conferencing, like Microsoft Teams or Zoom. I'm a new iPhone user now, so maybe I could do something with the iPhones. I'm still kind of trying to figure that out, actually. I've been an Android user for a long time. So then the other thing I'll do is I'll follow up with students. Like I just mentioned, that student who emailed me the other day about dropping a class. One of the reasons you want to reach out to an academic advisor, even if you don't have to, and we'll talk about that in a moment, how do you know if you have to reach out to an advisor? But one of the reasons I recommend it is, what if you were a transfer student and you're college ready in reading and English, but your math level's not so much? Or just maybe right out of high school and you passed the TSI section, or you showed that you're college ready on your TSI sections from everything except maybe reading. An advisor has the time to kind of delve into it and see, well, you know what, you're actually only a couple points off on your reading TSI section from being college ready, or maybe being, instead of the lowest level of developmental classes, the next level, we have 2 developmental level classes for reading, English, and math. So I can help you maybe suggest, you know what, maybe let's just spend the $10 and retake that section of TSI. Like I mentioned already, dropped. The person I'm going to pass this off to in just a moment is going to be our financial aid department director. And one of the reasons you'll want to reach out to me is sometimes students will get back to me and say, I really want to be a full-time student, and financial aid says I'm showing as 3/4 time. Can you help me find another class? That's the kind of thing that an academic advisor like me can help you with. So I already showed you how to find your advisor. I shared my screen a moment ago. I guess I went a little bit out of order in terms of my notes. But the last thing I wanted to explain, I hope I've already explained how important it is to reach out to your advisor. I had a student who, even after I emailed her details and I mentioned in the email, please feel free. She wanted to register herself, and I said, please feel free to contact me back to check your class schedule if you'd like. She still registered for a couple of classes that weren't on her degree plan, and it was very important for her to be registered because she's receiving financial aid. She needed to make sure she was on her degree plan. I could have helped her if she was thinking about more than one major. Maybe I could have suggested a different major change. There's only a couple. We want to be careful about the number of times we change your major, but still I could have gotten her on the right path, or just reminded her of how to fix her class. So the last thing I want to talk about is, I already kind of hinted at this, you are going to need to see an academic advisor until you earn 24 credit hours. So this has to do with, and I'm trying to find my web browser. I think I must have closed it. Here it is. So if you're a student who has less than 24 credit hours, 30 credit hours would be a sophomore, so credit to get an associate degree. Well, if you're someone that has less than 24 credit hours, you're going to get an advising hold placed on your account twice a year until you earn 24 or more credit hours. And it may be that number will change at some point for Del Mar, but it's important to understand any given time you might have a hold on your account, not just for the credit for the advising hold to see someone like me, but also what if you ended up owing a little bit of money because you dropped class, and based on our refund schedule, you owed a little money. So this is, again, another reason to talk to your advisor like me and get you in the right track. So whatever type of hold there, it takes you to our prepare to register link is the first one. And it actually helps you find out your holds at any given time. So it's important to realize that. So early registration for the spring, for the traditional spring semester, will always open November 2nd, and our 8 weeks and May semester terms included. And then early registration for the fall will always open October, the first Monday of November for spring, and the first Monday of April for summer and fall sessions. So your advising hold will be placed a little bit before that happens, so that you contact us. So one other thing I wanted to share real quick is there is a really good reason for reaching out to your advisor, even if you don't have a hold, even if it's just because you wanted to register yourself. And you'll be able to do that in your WebDMC account, or someone like me can register you when a term is ongoing. The very next term that we have is second 8 weeks, and you'll be able to actually see that whether logged in or under the prospective student tab. You just won't be able to register under prospective student. And I want you to know that normally we start a term, but you can also search by state range. And so this is where you'll actually be able to see what classes are remaining for second 8 weeks. And you can even limit it to subject after talking to your advisor, or if you just want to see everything that exists, you'll be able to get all that good information from someone like me as an academic advisor to help you out. And I think that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and move you on to our next portion of our program, our financial aid.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Reese, your financial aid director here at Del Mar College. Just wanting to wish everyone hopefully safe wherever you're at. So definitely we do want to encourage you to start the process if you're interested in coming to the second 8 weeks course. And usually one of the biggest questions is, can I apply for financial aid? Is it possible to get funding? Financial aid has made huge strides in how they process and how quickly they're able to turn around a student award. But I want to share my screen with you to just kind of show you exactly where you need to go and fill out the financial aid application. So when you're here, you will actually, if you're a new student, you would start here and then begin the FAFSA application process. You are the student, you put in your information. Every student has to have a username and password. That's where you would actually complete the FAFSA application. Always remember that the FAFSA application is the free application for federal student aid, with the key word being free. Doesn't cost you anything to fill out, so it never hurts you to, it's not going to affect you in any way if you complete the application. It's always good to try and apply to see what availability you may be able to have to help fund your education. Now, going backwards, if I am a returning student, I would click on Start Here, but nonetheless, you would still start as a student, put in your FSA ID and password, and then go on to the next level. The good thing about a returning student is all the information is already completed. The only thing you have to do is update tax information. So you would be completing the 2020-2021 FAFSA once you're in, and of which you would enter 2018 tax information. So that's 2 years ago versus just last year that you would be using that type of tax information to complete the FAFSA. So it's really important to fill out your FAFSA application to determine how much and what type of financial aid we can offer you. Can it be turned around as quickly to have money available for the 8 weeks? It can, but time is of the essence. You need to fill out the FAFSA application as soon as possible. If you do need assistance, there are individuals that can kind of help you complete that application here on campus. Of course, you want to, come on to the Harvin Center or even the West Campus location, and there's individuals on the campus that can help you complete the application. But it's really important not to wait. You want to get that application completed as quickly as possible. Follow the safety guidelines when you're coming in. Just bring a mask. Follow the protocol. Go up to the virtual front counter, and they'll find someone to come and sit with you to complete the FAFSA application. I know I've already had the privilege of helping about 5 or 6 students complete their application so far this week. So we definitely you're encouraged to get that application done. Can you get Pell Grant for a second 8 weeks course? Absolutely. If you are Pell Grant eligible, and there's still funds available for you, then definitely you can receive Pell Grant. So it's not just loans, it's not just state grants or anything like that. So it's really important for you to get that FAFSA completed and submitted to our college. Our school code is 003563. That's basically all you need to make sure the results come here to get the FAFSA. So of course, you follow the process, apply for admissions, get advised, get your FAFSA in as quickly as possible so that we can determine how much financial aid we can offer you. So it's really important to get that into us as soon as you can. So with that, I will pass it back over to see if there's any questions or any information that you need for us to answer.
Hello, everyone. It's Bradley Moore with Del Mar College back again. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about the enrollment and registration process. First, I want to recap some of the things I was talking about earlier. The registration admission process. If you go to our homepage, delmar.edu, and you click on the link that says New Students, and you scroll down just a little bit. Let me show you. Sorry. Microsoft Teams says no. Okay, here we go. All right, so again, the new students link at delmar.edu. Scroll down just a little bit. You see there's a bunch of links. And then most important is, I forgot to mention, this link right here says launch. When you click this, it's going to take you to your admissions and registration checklist. So here you have more detailed instructions on everything. Get connected. You have your link to get your user ID and password for WebDMC, which I'm going to show you something in there in just a second. Clearing your admission holds. You want to see what we need from you as far as finalizing your admission so that you can register. Click the link right here. You sign in. It'll give you a nice list of things if we need like test scores or transcripts or whatever. And then register for classes has information on new student orientation. If you're a first-time college student, you must do the online new student orientation process here. And then this link, this is visit registration for full instructions. That is the registration page I was showing you earlier that had the details about our in-person assistance at the student centers and information about how to self-register, how to find your academic advisors, all that stuff. Also, I want to briefly mention, if you want to see videos such as this one or others that we've done in the past or in the future to help answer your questions, we have a page, delmar.edu/live, where you can see upcoming Facebook Live sessions that we have on different topics. And then if you go down toward the bottom, there's some recorded sessions on admissions and financial aid and other stuff. So definitely check that out. And we also have our delmar.edu/outreach events page, where you can see information on upcoming virtual and workshops and things that we're doing at the college as well. So in the months of November and December, for example, we have registration workshops scheduled in the evening. If we scroll down, we have Monday, November 2nd, we have another one of these. And then that evening, we have a virtual registration financial aid workshop. And you can find all those workshops and information on how to register right here on delmar.edu/outreach events. All right, so very important. For those of you who are going to register or already registered, make sure that you pay your tuition bill by October 20th. 6 p.m. is going to be the deadline for second 8-week tuition. So when you sign in to WebDMC, you'll see this is what it looks like. On the left, there's this link that says Viking Pay. And when you click that, let me open this tab here, it takes you to this page. And this is where you can make your payments for tuition by October 20th at 6 p.m. for your second 8-week classes. So if you're registered for courses, you'll see a balance due right here. And there's a button that says make a payment. There's no payment plan available for 8-week classes, so you will have to pay the tuition in full, whatever that is. Of course, if you're receiving scholarships or financial aid and everything's been accepted and all that good stuff, you're good to go. That money will go toward paying your tuition bill. Also of note, for those of you who are receiving financial aid or scholarships, if you look on the right here on Viking Pay, down there's a link that says electronic refunds. That's going to be very important to you, because you're going to need to click that and tell us how to send you money. So if your financial aid package is more than your tuition bill, we're going to owe you money, and we need you to tell us how to send it to you. So make sure you click on that link. All right, so Viking Pay, registration. Again, please feel free to contact us if you have any questions, if you need any assistance. We're here right now, so if you want to post your questions in the chat, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Valdar, and we'll wrap this session up.
Thanks, Brad. Thanks, everybody. That was a lot of information. As you can tell, we are never short on information nor resources here at Del Mar College. As a DMC student, you have access to countless numbers of services, like our Student Success Center, the Office of Student Life. We have a wonderful counseling center, and we even have a career development center, just to name a few. But also, we want you to know that we are still here to help you out if you ever have any questions. Feel free to contact us online or come down to the East Campus here at the Harvin Center. We also want to remind you that not to forget about the second 8 weeks is still available. Tuition is due on October 20th by 6 p.m. and registration for our spring 2021 courses will begin on November 2nd. So make sure you mark your calendars with all these important dates. But on behalf of Valdar, myself, and the rest of the Del Mar College team, we want to make sure that you stay safe. We hope this was a helpful session, and we hope you have a great day.